Welcome back to Just Breathe. I am your host, Brittany, and I'm so delighted to have you guys here with me. It's that time of year again, the time for cold weather, beautiful bright lights, and family get-togethers. And the most important of them all, holiday stress. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I go through these bouts of depression every winter, it seems. And this year, I made it my intention to combat that seasonal depression. So, if you guys don't mind, I would love to share my tips and tricks on how I combat not just my seasonal depression, but the holiday stress that comes with it. Let's start with tip number 3, know thy calendar. With this tip, it's really important to recognize that holiday season comes around about the same time every single year. Because we know when the holiday season is, it should give us a lot of time to prepare for it. The best way that I prepare is to know my family. I have 6 siblings, 10 nieces and nephews. It's a lot of family. Because I have all of those siblings and all of those nieces and nephews, it makes it easier for me to prepare in the beginning of the year prior to when holiday season starts coming, because it allows me to take time out to know what they like, know their hobbies, get to know them in ways to make gift giving much easier. Since I prepared prior to holiday season, gift giving will be a breeze, which will leave more time for the stress of family dynamics. Just kidding. I have tools for that too. That will lead me into tip number 2, being more compassionate and being more empathetic. Now, we all know that no one can trigger us more than our family members. And because of that, it is important that we have an open heart space when going into our family environments. It's important, much like my previous sentiment, to know your history. Know that history repeats itself. And 9 times out of 10, we know our family members will trigger us. We know the things that they might say. So it's best if we could just remain in the present moment, remain with our heart space open, and give our family the space to express themselves, but also it's important that we do set boundaries with our family members as well. For me, I have 6 siblings, like I mentioned, 10 nieces and nephews. It's a lot of family, a lot of personalities, and a lot of time for chaos to happen. However, what I like to do for them is just to allow them the space to be themselves. Now, we all have our differences, of course, but I do not judge them for their differences. I don't judge them for their reactions. Instead, I like to open my heart space up a little bit more and simply just allow them to be. In addition to allowing them to be, I also set boundaries with them if they do say things that trigger me or do things that trigger me, which in the end has made us more grateful for one another than we have ever been. This leads me to my final but most important tip. Tip number 1, remain in gratitude. Now, I know what you're thinking. Easier said than done, right? I just like to say, I promise that if you show up to these family gatherings with nothing but gratitude in your heart, it will be a revolutionary feeling, not just for you, but everyone surrounding you in that moment. Let's just say you show up to these Christmas gatherings with no gifts at all. And instead, you choose to say, you know what, you guys, I don't have any gifts, but I would like to say that I'm grateful for your presence. I'm grateful to have you guys in my life. I'm just so thankful to be here with you. Imagine how that would change the environment immediately. Don't you feel a change already? And let's just say you can't find it in you to be grateful for your family. It happens. Family dynamics aren't always the best. Maybe you can try to be grateful for other things, like the fact that you made it through another year. High five to that one. Practicing gratitude is the best way to have serenity, peace, and joy throughout the holiday seasons. And it's a guaranteed way to raise the vibe of any atmosphere you're in. All right, you guys, let's get comfortable. Let's relax. It is time for our 16-second breathing exercise. Now breathe in for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 9, 10, 11, 12. And pause. 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, you guys, thank you so much again for joining me on Just Breathe. Again, I am your host, Brittany, and I'm so delighted to have you here with me. Now, to support my channel, it would be awesome if you guys could subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below on your best tips to get through the holiday season. Thank you guys so much again, and remember, take care of yourself. You are only human. Bye-bye. Love you guys.